Saludos a toda la afición de la lucha libre. Este que les habla es Michael Morales Torres, integrante del equipo de Lucha Libre Online, y tengo el honor de presentarles a mi invitado en la tarde de hoy, directamente desde las filas de NXT, el gigante de 7 pies, Babatunde. Babatunde, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. How you doing? What's good? What's good?
Everything's good here in Puerto Rico. Well, we're all in quarantine right now. As far as we know, Florida is in quarantine too. So preventing the coronavirus and preventing to get sick. But besides that, everything's good. How are things in Florida for you, sir?
It's crazy. It's crazy for everybody. I'm really fortunate that I'm with the company that still taking care of me while we don't do a lot, and I'm stuck in paradise, man. I have nothing to complain about. We have our supplies. The weather is good. My family's healthy. Looking forward to go back to work and get in the ring and start doing stuff. It's main season, right?
Yes, the important thing is that your family and you are okay, and as far as you guys are safe, the rest is basically not that important.
Exactly.
Yeah, Babatunde, you will correct us if this information is incorrect, but you were born in Poland to Nigerian parents, is that correct?
I was born in Poland, yes. My father is Nigerian, that's correct. My mom is Polish, so that's why I was like multi-culti household. I was raised in Polish culture. I was really aware of my Nigerian background as well. That's where my name's coming from. So, yeah, a lot of mixed, cultural, colorful, childhood and, young upcoming.
But Poland is more known for vodka, football, and delicious food. But wrestling, I think you're the first pro wrestler that has been in WWE that was born in Poland. How does this make you feel?
It feels good. I was always one of those guys that goes against the stream. I was playing Poland, which wasn't too popular at the time when we started, but we managed to grew it big enough for me to start signing contracts outside the country, and eventually sign a contract in NFL, which eventually got me contract in WWE. The story was long and fun. However, it's always good to be yourself, and as I like to say, just stick out and don't fit in. Which being huge, being black, and in the country where most people are white and not too big, it's not too hard. It's not too hard to stick out, but you got to work extra hard to get to place where you want to be in. We can, make a difference for your family and for people around you.
And as you mentioned, you're a mountain of a man. You're 7 foot tall, and for a guy your size, you move amazing in the ring. We've seen your drop kicks in the NXT live events. At least I have seen them before. But the fun fact is that we saw the video with you and Sheamus and the Celtic Warriors training, and man, I've never seen Sheamus looking so small until that moment. How does that make you feel? You're 7 foot tall, you're over 300 pounds, but you still move amazing in the ring. How do you do it?
Well, it's just being an athlete, man. I've been always big, and I was always forced to move all that weight with me. I was always bigger, always heavier, always tired, always taller than most of my colleagues. That's why you got to put a little extra effort into wanting to be faster, wanting to be smoother and more athletic. I feel good in my weight now. I've dropped to around 330, so that 330, 350 is my most of the time my weight. And I'm used to it. I play football. I've been running, open field running with that weight, so I feel good about it. Now, I made a transition in the ring. It was a little different because you got less space to get that speed up. So when you got a little space to run, it's if you can get the higher speed. Now I had to focus on building that explosiveness and explosive speed. So it was challenging as well. But it's all about being athletic. As much as you're gonna put in, this is exactly what you're gonna get out. So every day in the PC, working with some great coaches. This is a great time of my life, and I'm really enjoying it.
It's amazing, man. How was the immigration process for you? I mean, moving from Poland, from Europe, basically, to the United States is a whole different lifestyle. How did you adapt it to it?
I can't say it was difficult. So the process itself was pretty much painless because it was mostly made by WWE. But transition in general, the biggest thing for me, I think, was like a cultural difference. I moved here with all my family, so I'm still in my nest. My circle is still the same. So I don't feel like, oh my God, I miss home. No, I brought my home with me. Of course, you miss a lot of things from your country, but as long as you focus on things that positive around you and trying to change the future of mine and my family, you can just take a little more on your back, and that's what I'm doing every day here, enjoying what's happening for me, and I feel really blessed that I had this opportunity to come to the United States, to be, to be from Poland, to be one of the first people to do what I'm doing, including football, including wrestling, being someone that can change, my own reality, but change reality of my community back in Poland, my community around me here. Just be a difference maker. That's my go-to, and I think I'm on a good way, on a good path.
And that's the most important part right now. We spoke with Billy Kay before, and the family support is really important. Her family is supporting her, but all her family's in Australia. You're fortunate enough to move along with your family from another country to the United States, which makes the whole pathway literally feel like home, because you have home with yourself. But you have another family, and that's because you signed with WWE in 2016. You've been in NXT since then, but we already saw you make your debut in the main roster, specifically in the Saudi Arabia show, The Greatest Royal Rumble. How that did happen for you, and how was that experience?
Oh man, I feel so blessed with every opportunity that happened for me, and not only this, like from the very first day, as everything that happened for me was like I said, it's a blessing, man. I'm so happy and fortunate. When we started training, I was a big question mark for everybody. They didn't know a lot about me. They knew I played football, but I didn't play college here. I played NFL, but they was like, oh, okay, so what was his past? They didn't know how my transition will go. When I started to put the work in, they said like, okay, they see this guy got something in him. He got not only size, but I'm trying to, carry myself that I can make. I represent not only myself, I represent my family. I represent my name. I represent my country. And now when they know when they can send me somewhere like main roster, Saudi Arabia, or shooting the movie, I will represent company in the right way. So, as long as you stay positive and you put in the work in and try to be a good human being, good things happen. And everything that happened for me, including Greatest Royal Rumble, which was an amazing event. I got to work with Randy Orton, with all the guys, Daniel Bryan, with all the guys in the main mix. That was for me. That was like a wake up call a little bit, saying like, okay, now I know where I'm going. This was like a step direction for me. And since then, I came back to PC and started putting more work in. They noticed that, it's a lot about timing. So it's easy to say, oh, why this guy is not on TV? Why this guy is not on the main roster? WWE could put you in any possible scenario, but they trying to be really cautious and careful with all the moves they're doing now. And I'm really happy that some moves that happen, like movies, like Greatest Royal Rumble, like some small appearances that you will see coming in the time, happen for me. I'm really appreciative of what's going around me. And I'm really thankful for the company to put me in a spot so I can show off what I got.
And you mentioned something really important right now, and that's the movie. WWE Studios, along with a collaboration with Netflix, are going to premiere the new WWE movie, The Main Event. We've already seen the trailer. It's amazing. And there are many WWE superstars in this movie. You have Sheamus, you have The Miz, you have Kofi Kingston, and you have Babatunde, who's already been there. He recorded the movie. The movie premieres on April 10th, Friday, April 10th. And it's gonna be on Netflix worldwide. First of all, how was this experience for you? You are already a huge star, but you're now a movie star, man. This is amazing.
It is so awesome. Like I said before, man, I feel blessed with anything that's been in my way, and especially looking back now, where I never played a movie. I'm a huge fan of film. I'm a huge fan of Netflix. I'm a huge fan of wrestling. I'm just growing into this industry, and being able to go on a real movie set with an amazing cast, and because you'll see like the trailer is really good, and I love it. But I was really happy that they didn't show a lot what we did. This was just a little bit of taste of what we did. This movie will be hit. I'm telling you right now, this will be huge. And I'm saying because I'm in it. I was there and enjoyed company of really experienced actors, but directors and whole crew was great. Richard Lawler from WWE Studios, all the people involved, they really cared about this project, and this shows. And I'm telling you, you'll be really enjoying. Me, myself, I was really happy to have a more major part in my first movie, which doesn't happen to a lot. When you start movie, you gotta start with small stuff. I had the big one right away, and I'm really happy that I hope the opinion for the guys from the crew was really good. They like what I did. They already we already talking with how can we move forward from there. But it is so I feel so blessed to be in it, and this will be so much fun, especially having kids involved. This being a family movie, this being a movie that comes out during really tough times, man, tough times for everybody. And this is something that will bring a little bit of smile to someone that we had the opportunity to shoot before, and now we can come inside the house. We got through Netflix. With really professional approach of WWE, and then really difficult times. I'm really happy and fortunate to be in that spot and to be in that movie, and just show up what I got, but on the same time, be someone who can bring a little positive energy to not only my household, to my family globally, because you said, like you said, the movie goes globally. I got family all over the world, Nigeria, Poland, Australia, and everybody will be able to see it. So I'm really happy, and I can't wait for the end result and to hear your reactions.
And I'm gonna say this part in Spanish para to all our Spanish-speaking fans. La película sale el 10 de abril, va a estar estrenándose en todas las partes del mundo. Netflix, WWE Studios, tienes a Babatunde, tienes a Sheamus, tienes a The Miz, tienes a Kofi Kingston, tienes a Adam Pally, tremendo actor, Tishina Arnold, Camerino. Es un cast completo que les va a dar a ustedes la oportunidad de ver qué es lo que realmente viven estos atletas día a día en el Performance Center. Y el 10 de abril es la fecha. Ustedes, la mayoría, lamentablemente estamos en cuarentena por lo del coronavirus. Tienen que aprovechar este momento y suscríbanse a Netflix para que el 10 de abril puedan ver The Main Event, en donde Babatunde va a estar actuando. Babatunde, to all our fans all around the world, what message can you send them, to all specifically to the fans that are looking out to Babatunde as an inspiration, as a role model, and they are looking to be a wrestler but they don't know how to start? What advice can you give them?
I want to finish by saying that I want to thank you so much for you to asking those questions, for all the fans to support, for the Spanish community that always approach me, and we in Florida have a lot of Spanish community which comes to our live events, and I'm exposed to the live audience more here in Florida, which is great, and we have a lot. I would say gracias. I want to say thank you to all you. But for the young people that want to go to sports, who want to go to WWE, want to do something with their lives, you just gotta stay focused. You just gotta stay humble and just keep doing what you're doing. If you wanna get success, you're not gonna get a success on the couch. If you want to do something, get in the garage and start working out. You know what I mean? This is hard times for everybody now, but this will pass. If we're gonna use this time to look inside ourselves, we're gonna come out of it stronger. I just hope everybody will be safe as much as possible. Please stay home. Don't go out because this is craziness out there now. But with this time will pass, and when we restart our world back over, make sure you're on the front end and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for your support. And man, I'm looking forward to go back to the world.
Thank you so much, Babatunde. To all the fans, where can they follow you in social media?
It's Babatunde WWE on all the platforms: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's Babatunde WWE.
Perfect. A los amigos de que están en español, Babatunde WWE en todas las plataformas. Este fue Babatunde directamente desde NXT, 7 pies, una montaña de ser humano, y va a estar saliendo en The Main Event de la película de WWE Studios y Netflix el 10 de abril. Seguimos con ustedes.